Today I'm going to be training like professional Brawl Stars player Genie to see if 24 hours of his routine and a bit of coaching can help me finally reach Masters. But first, I had to hop on a call with Genie to see what I needed to do. So Genie, tell me exactly what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
Okay, so my sleep schedule is absolutely messed up. Like, it's so bad. So I wake up at 1 p.m. and the first thing I do is literally shove my face in a bowl of ice water. Like 1,000 cubes,
Just ice
so much water,
just right in there.
Just shove my face in ice water. That's how I start off my day.
Okay, I'll write that one down. It's a little unorthodox, but hey, he's a Brawl Stars pro for a reason, so I have to listen. God, that is so cold. After doing that, he goes on to tell me that the next part of his day is to grab some food and work on some videos. It might be worth mentioning here that he still hasn't said anything about brushing his teeth, so I didn't either. Anyway, him working on YouTube stuff worked out perfect for me because I had some things I had to get done, like the thumbnail for this video, where Pox sent me Fat El Primo as a concept, and I replied with my own modern day masterpiece. Finishing that took a lot longer than I expected, but the next thing that Genie brings up is something that I was actually excited about.
At around like 3 p.m. I go work out, and then after I go work out, I usually shower.
Something physical.
Something
okay?
physical,
Keeps
and
the
then
mind
shower
right.
after.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Keeps the mind sharp. That's good. So I did a workout with a few random weights that I had at my house. It's nothing impressive or to write home about, but it was a workout nonetheless. And I'd say that's better than nothing. Next, it was finally shower time. I normally start my days off by showering as soon as I wake up, so not starting my day off with a hot shower was a bit weird. But hey, if I want to play like a pro, I need to start living like one. One who still hasn't mentioned anything about brushing his teeth. It was at this point that I realized that he also hasn't mentioned anything about playing the game at all. I was wondering when it would come, but then he mentioned this.
At around like 4 to 5 p.m., that's usually when I'm like scrimming, working on drafts, because right now draft is so important for competitive. So usually around like 4 or 5 p.m. is when I start playing the game and working on drafts for our team.
And so I decided to work on my own drafts. And I did that by rewatching the Brawl Stars monthly finals. I was writing down which brawlers were being played on which maps and which brawlers were getting banned. I feel like doing this definitely helped me expand my draft depth and knowledge, and it increased the amount of brawlers that I would play. And honestly, by the end of it, I cooked up a pretty good list, which I'm happy about because Genie later mentioned this. What percent do you think is of the highest level of the game is draft versus skill? Like, what matters more?
Draft's probably 80% right now. Skill's only 20. With all the broken hypercharges coming into the game and the gadget change, like the game is becoming so unskillful. So you having a draft advantage means you'll have an advantage in the game. Like, skill is becoming not so important anymore, sadly.
After doing that for a while, I had a great set of notes in preparation for playing ranked tonight. It's at this point that Genie tells me that he does a second workout later on. I'm not kidding, by the way. But since I'm clearly already in peak physical condition, I decide to exercise my dog, Chopper. And I wanted to do it before it got dark. Just look at him go. It's so inspirational. Look at the grace. Look at the elegance.
Good catch. Come on, bud.
Just look how happy he is. He loves it. But not only does Genie do 2 workouts in a day, he also does 2 live streams in a day. Prior to doing the second workout is where he would do his first stream. I don't know, the guy's just a feral animal. But I don't stream at the moment, so I supplemented that by playing my first actual matches of the day. In order to warm up, Genie told me that he just hops on and plays ladder. So for me, I wanted to hop on and win a few matches on all of the major game modes with different brawlers. I'm hoping that doing this will help me get locked in and get focused leading up to a coaching session from Genie himself. I followed his day about as exact as I could, and I really didn't want to let him down. So after finishing my warm-up, which took me a lot longer than I expected, it was finally time for me to play some ranked. So I hopped onto a call with Genie and the push began. For the first match, I wanted him to just spectate and talk about his thoughts on what was going on. No help, no guidance, no nothing.
He's hopping on a squeak, so he want to go to squeak. Like, well, whatever bro want to go. Whatever bro want to go. He's moving up. Good shots on the buster. Nice. Should be a kill. Nice. Got the kill with the Carl. Doing a good job. Good positioning from him there. Might get hyped before the game's over. Okay.
Good snipe.
Nice
He's dead.
shot
He's dead.
on
He's
the
dead.
buster. Really nice shot by Connor. Beautiful. Popping the hypercharge. Good hyper there. Holy.
Yes, sir.
Needs to get super and get out. Nice shots by Connor.
We are winning. I'm not going to throw. Relax.
Gadget.
We're good.
Okay, they're up by 1 star. Hold down the fort. Oh my gosh, clutch kill. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful game number 1.
And honestly, I think all of the preparation paid off because my performance genuinely surprised him. I was really happy that the first match went so well, and it made me a lot more confident going forward. After having him watch a match, I asked him to become a full-on coach. I wanted him to give me draft pointers and tips during the actual match. Earlier in the video, when he said that the game is 80% draft and 20% skill, he was not joking. Basically, if you have a good draft, or at least you make a good pick, you're gonna have a way easier time playing the game. So you don't exactly have to be super skilled if you just have a better matchup. Like, he had me take Poco on this hot zone map, and honestly, these guys literally never stood a chance. And I didn't get much help from Genie either. He really just told me who to play, and all I had to do was click my buttons, and they weren't able to do anything about it. And because of that, I was able to promote to Legendary 3, and making progress felt great, but the job wasn't finished yet. I had Masters on my mind. But unfortunately for me, Brawl Stars had Brawl Hockey on its mind and really wanted me to play it. And it was here that I learned the hard way that even if you have a good matchup and you click your buttons and you do everything right, your teammates can still go double and quadruple negative and you can lose the game. You gotta love ranked, am I right, guys? After that, I had a huge bounce back match. I played Hank on double swoosh, and with Genie's help giving me advice like this,
Because when you go aggro, you're also making up space for the Stu to pick up gems. So you just needs that
it
good
is the
awareness.
tank's role.
Yeah, just be careful here, help him out. Nice job. Give all the gems. Beautiful.
I was able to skill diff the opponents and win the game. But this roller coaster of a coaching session wouldn't end there, because you just can't stop a teammate from overextending in bounty when you're about to win and prevent him from throwing the game. So we lost that one too.
Love if you can get him. Okay. You have lead, you have lead, you have lead. Oh, Grum's like,
It's just bounty in a nutshell, dude. And after he coaches me to a masterclass Nani game and knockout, we get blessed with Brawl Hockey again, and you already know what happened. Baby, a triple. Wow, this is abysmal. It was clear at this point that I was starting to lose my marbles. And to top it all off, Wasim comes in during my darkest hour and somehow becomes the assistant coach. This wasn't planned or in the script or anything. He just showed up out of nowhere and assumed his role. And I'm gonna be honest, that might have put me over the deep end.
like if you like flash 2 different brawlers, that's kind of how I suggest.
Connor, put the lighter down.
Now, clearly, these guys had two unique coaching styles.
Don't feed the super. You don't feed.
Roll.
Don't feed.
Don't
feed. I
patient,
would just wait.
patient,
Just wait.
Goodness.
Careful the TP. Just don't be a super. Don't be a super.
But even with the chaos that was going on in our call, I was still able to focus up and actually play a good game.
Good now. Nice good roll.
Beautiful roll.
Get the kill.
Beautiful roll, Connor.
Yeah.
Just roll back, roll out. Oh.
I got him out.
Good work, Connor.
Ooh, easy dub. Easy win.
With Coach Wasim.
Beautiful.
Anything's possible.
Excellent coaching. But even after all of that, I was still barely ahead of where I started the night. I felt really bad about taking up so much of Genie's time, so I opted to let him go and finish this push all on my own. Throughout the day and the coaching session, he taught me a lot. So I wanted to take all of the info that he's bestowed upon me and put all of my energy into reaching masters on my own. And things went well, like really well. I won a bunch of games in a row and found myself creeping up on reaching masters. But I cannot make this up. Something unexpected happens. There's no way that I'm once again on a streak. I mean, just playing well, winning matches, getting a lot of points, making good draft picks, and maintenance is about to start. Oh my god. I can't believe that happened again. My momentum was completely killed. It was like 2 a.m. at this point, and I realized that if I go to bed now, I can wake up and still have some time left within my 24-hour time frame to finish this. So that's what I did. And you know, the real funny part, right? The real kicker here is that the devs just so happen to have released the biggest set of balance changes that I think I've ever seen. Over 46 different buffs and nerfs go out, and now the meta that I spent all day learning and practicing is gone. Poof, Thanos snapped out of existence. And now not even the pros know what's going on anymore. But I still had time in my 24 hours to finish this. So I woke up early, still didn't brush my teeth by the way, and got right to it. As I headed back into my first match of the day, I realized that I was really back at square one. Notes and everything that I've learned are completely thrown out the window. I am truly exactly where I started. And it showed because the first game that I played was just awful. We really just got outdrafted. Nevertheless, we started out with a loss and that sucked. Moving on, my next match was pretty interesting. It was the first time in this meta that I've seen Mr. P slip through the ban phase, and he fell right into my lap. So I had a chance to try him out and test how strong the nerf was. And I'm gonna be honest, he still felt really, really strong. I even had multiple hypercharge porters go down in that match. So even with the nerf, Mr. P prevails and I pick up another win. At this point, the wins were rolling in as I was moving on to my next match, which was Knockout on Bell's Rock. I just realized that I said the wins were rolling in, but I had the final pick here, and at the time I could just hear Genie in my ears saying, "This is a free Daryl game. This is so free, bro." And so I went with it, and here's just a taste of what happened. Dead, 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 dead. GG, come on! Let's go! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And there I was, just one win away from reaching Masters. All the ups and downs and everything I trained for came down to this. Yes, yes, it's not Brawl hockey. Look at that good DPS. They didn't trust in the Bell pick, but I've got a whole nest set up over here. Oh, nice. There we go. Come on, one more win. Please, bro, please. Winning the first round felt great, but despite our best efforts, the second round didn't exactly go our way. And so here it is, the third round. My 24 hours was running out, and so it was truly all down to this. Game 3, come on, game 3. We gotta switch lanes. I gotta, versing the squeak and just trading all game is not great. He's dead. There we go, okay. Okay, I think we win, come on. Guys. I'm starting to not feel so good. Okay, there it is, come on! Woo! Yo, low-key, I did pretty good. 10 and 7, we did a lot of damage to those guys. Somehow they still had control. And there it is! Yes, dude! I took what Genie applied, I did a lane swap in the final game, and it actually made a difference. That's what I'm talking about. Adapting, learning, playing better.